Title: My brother borrowed my entire $130,000 inheritance to flip a house. 3 years later, I found out he lost it all. Now he wants me to invest again. I said no. Then things got worse. Original post. Hey Reddit. I'm new to posting, but I've lurked for years. Never thought I'd end up writing something like this, but I could really use some perspective. Or maybe I just need people to hear this because I feel like I'm losing my mind. I, 31F, lost my mom 3 years ago. She raised me and my older brother Matt, 36M, on her own after our dad left. We weren't rich, but she did everything to make us feel secure. She worked 2 jobs, budgeted like a pro, and never let us know how tight things were until we were older. Before she passed, she told me she was leaving us each half of her house and savings. She didn't want any drama, just wanted us to be safe. I told her not to worry. She passed in 2021 from cancer. Devastating. We sold the house, her only major asset, for about $260,000. She had another $40,000 in savings. So each of us got roughly $150,000 after taxes and costs. I was planning to put mine into a high-interest savings account until I figured out whether I'd use it to buy a condo or go back to school. Matt had other ideas. Matt has always been the hustler. Always had a scheme: eBay flipping, dropshipping, crypto, you name it. Some of it worked, most didn't. But he always bounced back. He approached me a month after Mom's funeral with a pitch. He had found a property he wanted to flip. He said he already had a contractor lined up, he just needed startup capital. He asked if I'd loan him my half of the inheritance, said he'd give me 10% profit within 6 months. I was grieving. Numb. Still trying to figure out where my mom's toothbrush was because I couldn't bring myself to clean out her bathroom yet. Matt was her favorite. And he looked so confident. So I said yes. We wrote out a basic agreement. $130,000 for 6 months, 10% interest. I get $143,000 back. Months passed. He gave me a few vague updates, stuff about delays, permits, city red tape. I was patient. Then 6 months turned into a year. Then a year and a half. He kept pushing back, but he always sounded sure. Until last December, when I asked for a full financial update, and he ghosted me. I panicked and drove to his place. He didn't answer. His girlfriend, we're not close, finally called me 2 days later and said, "You should talk to him, but just know the house didn't work out." I finally confronted Matt in person. He looked me in the eye and said, "I messed up. The house needed way more work than I thought. The contractor bailed. Then I tried to recoup with another investment and that flopped too. It's gone. All of it. Every penny." I was silent. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I just sat there and felt this weird sense of detachment, like I had stepped out of my body. When I asked why he didn't tell me, he said, "I really thought I could fix it before you noticed. I was doing it for us." Us? Here's where it gets worse. Last week, Matt called and asked me to go in with him on a new idea. He wants to start a mobile car detailing business. Says he needs $25,000. Wants me to be co-owner. I said no. He got quiet, then started guilt-tripping me. "So you don't believe in me anymore? You think I'm a failure? I made one mistake and now you're done with me?" I told him, this wasn't one mistake. You gambled with the only money I had for my future. You lied to me for almost 3 years. He hung up. Our extended family is now involved. His girlfriend told our aunt, and now I'm getting calls asking me to let it go and help him get back on his feet. One even said, "It's just money. He's your brother." But it wasn't just money. It was the last thing my mom gave me. Her life savings. Her house. I feel betrayed on a level I can't describe. I don't want to be vindictive. But part of me wants to sue him. Even if I never see the money again, I want something on record. Something to show that what he did wasn't okay. Would I be the asshole for taking legal action? Or am I just letting my grief twist me into someone petty? Update. Hey again. I wasn't expecting the post to blow up the way it did. I read as many comments as I could. Thank you. Truly. Some of you validated what I felt. Others challenged me in the best way. Some pointed out how trauma can make us normalize abuse, and that hit hard. So here's what happened. After I posted, I consulted a lawyer. Not to sue, yet, but to understand what my options were. Turns out that our loan agreement was legally binding even though it was casual. Emails, bank transfers, and messages helped too. My lawyer said it was likely I could win a small claims suit and possibly even force repayment plans through wage garnishment if Matt had steady income. Spoiler, he doesn't. He's been working odd jobs and claiming entrepreneurship on his taxes. But something changed 2 weeks ago. I found out Matt had launched the car detailing business without me. He got a different silent investor, a family friend with more money than sense. I saw an ad for it on Facebook. There was even a video of him saying, "This is for the hustlers. For the people who don't give up when life knocks them down." And I lost it. Not because he was trying again, but because he was still pretending to be the underdog hero in a story where I was the collateral damage. So I sued. I didn't announce it. I just filed and let the papers do the talking. Matt showed up in court with no lawyer. Just himself in a wrinkled blazer. He started the same speech, "Your Honor, this was a family misunderstanding." But this judge wasn't having it. He let me speak first. I told the full story. I showed the emails, the bank transfers, the messages, the timeline, the ghosting. Matt kept trying to interrupt. Judge shut him down. At one point, the judge looked directly at Matt and said, "This wasn't a misunderstanding. It was a misappropriation of funds with documented intent and no follow-through. You broke a written agreement and betrayed financial trust." The judgment? $143,000 in my favor. Obviously, Matt doesn't have that kind of money. But now it's on record. He has 90 days to submit a repayment plan or the court can take further action. That's not even the satisfying part. The satisfying part came after court, in the hallway, when Matt's girlfriend, who had been silent the whole time, came up to me. She said, "I didn't know the whole story. I'm sorry." "You're not crazy." I nearly cried. Not because I need her validation, but because someone close to him finally saw me. Acknowledged that what happened wasn't a family disagreement, it was theft. Matt, for what it's worth, hasn't contacted me directly. He posted a vague story on Instagram about fake people and snakes in the grass. Whatever. I've started therapy again. I'm working through my guilt, my grief, and this lingering fear that trusting anyone financially again will destroy me. But for now, I feel lighter. I didn't get my money back, not yet. But I got something better. Proof that what happened wasn't in my head. I stood up for myself. And for the first time in years, I feel like my mom would be proud of me. I didn't expect to write this. I thought the last update would be the end. I thought getting the court ruling would be my closure. But as many of you wisely said, when someone crosses the deep of a boundary, the fallout doesn't stop at the courtroom door. It's been just over a year since the lawsuit. And holy hell, so much has changed. For him. For me. For everyone around us. Matt's life after court. After the ruling, Matt went radio silent. No calls. No texts. No groveling apology. Just social media subtweets about fake people and jealous energy. Classic. He submitted a repayment plan about 2 months after the judgment. Likely because the court threatened garnishment. He proposed to pay me $100 a month. Let me say that again, $100 a month. That would take him over 119 years to pay me back. I rejected the offer. So the court moved forward with wage garnishment only to find out Matt wasn't reporting any verifiable income. His mobile car detailing business had dissolved quietly. Turns out his silent investor pulled out a few weeks after the lawsuit went public in our small community. And with no legal LLC paperwork, she had no protection. She lost over $20,000. She's now threatening to sue him. After that, Matt started working cash jobs under the table. Roofing. Delivery. Some sketchy landscaping gig. He tried to fly under the radar, but the problem with being a serial bullshitter is eventually you run out of fresh ears. I started hearing from people. Mutual friends. Old high school acquaintances. Even his ex from 10 years ago messaged me, saying he did something similar to me, just on a smaller scale. I thought I was crazy. It's like he's been quietly doing this for years, but no one had ever taken him to court and tell me. His girlfriend, ex now, left him in February. I don't know the full story, but someone sent me screenshots of her Instagram stories. One quote stuck out. Sometimes the person you defend the hardest is the one quietly holding the knife in your back. Oof. She moved out. Took their dog. She even reached out to me not for drama, but to genuinely apologize again for dismissing me before. I didn't expect that. We ended up grabbing coffee. It was cathartic. She told me Matt had been spiraling, drinking, blaming everyone else, refusing to accept he'd hurt me in any real way. He still insists I made him look bad on purpose. Sir, you did that all by yourself. Family fallout. This was the messiest part, honestly. Not the money. Not even the lawsuit. It was the extended family. Some backed off after the judgment. Quiet apologies. Awkward avoidance. A few said, well, I guess we didn't know the whole story. Others doubled down. Especially my aunt. She said I humiliated the family and that I was tearing apart what little we had left. Funny how no one said that to Matt when he was lying to me for 3 years. But the second I defend myself in a legal, factual, boundary-setting way, I'm the problem. I told her she was free to take over Matt's debt if she felt that strongly. She stopped calling after that. But my cousin, her son, texted me last week to say, you did the right thing. I'm sorry I didn't say it sooner. I cried. I didn't realize how badly I needed just one person from that side to say that out loud. My life now. Here's the part I'm proud to share. I'm in therapy weekly. Still unpacking a lot, especially my guilt over trusting someone just because they shared my DNA. But I've learned something: trust is earned, not inherited. After the lawsuit, I got serious about rebuilding. I applied for a Women in Business scholarship, partly inspired by how badly Matt had misused my inheritance. I wrote a brutally honest essay about betrayal, financial trauma, and why economic independence is the ultimate revenge. I won. I'm now finishing my MBA, fully funded. I also started a small consulting side hustle, helping people, especially women, understand financial literacy and legal protections for loans, co-signing, and family-based agreements. It's grown faster than I expected. There's a real hunger for it. Maybe because so many of us have stories like mine, but we're told to let it go or not make waves. But I made waves, damn it. And now I'm swimming just fine. The unexpected ending. Last week, I got a letter. Handwritten. No return address. But I knew the handwriting. It was from Matt. I won't transcribe the whole thing, but here's the gist. He's not asking for forgiveness. He admits he lied because he couldn't admit he failed. He says he still doesn't know how to fix it, but that he hopes I can sleep better knowing I was right. There was no money inside. No check. No repayment. But for the first time in years, he didn't try to manipulate me. No gaslighting. No deflecting. Just silence on the page. Heavy, honest silence. I still don't forgive him. Not fully. I don't know if I ever will. But I felt something shift. Maybe that was the closure I didn't know I needed, not his apology, but his acknowledgement. Even if it came from rock bottom. As for me, I've moved into a new place. My name's on the lease, my savings are my own, and I have zero debt. I still wear my mom's watch sometimes when I need strength. But now, I don't wear it because I'm lost without her. I wear it because I remember who taught me to fight for what's right. If you made it to the end, thank you. I hope my story helps someone else trust their gut, set the boundary, and stop bleeding just to keep someone else warm. Your peace is worth more than their comfort. Every damn time.